Hi everyone, I'm Krista from Divinely Driven Ministry, and I'm going to be bringing you today's mission driven moment. I wanted to share something that I really felt convicted to talk about. God keeps bringing me back to the topic of social media and platforms on social media, and especially misuse of these platforms, specifically by Christians who have a huge opportunity to use their platforms to speak God's truth, to advance His kingdom, and to speak out against evil and injustice. Now, I know there's a lot of ugly on social media. There's a lot of hate on there. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of false information. Satan definitely has a lot of ground on there. But on the flip side, there are also a lot of Christians on social media, some with a lot of visibility, some who have thousands of followers. And with that comes a huge opportunity to push back darkness using their social media platforms to speak out and speak up about God's truth and to spread awareness about evil and injustice, about things like racism and human trafficking, and to just really speak out against these things. And there are so many Christians who are doing just that. They're using their platform to advance God's kingdom. They're really rising up and making their voices heard. And I was so encouraged recently by a woman that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Rachel Zimmerman, and her account is a personal blog where she shares beautiful photos and videos of her family and of nature and of music. And she has a lot of followers. But she also has recently been using her platform to speak about God's truth and against evil and to spread awareness about organizations that fight injustice. She recently shared a very open and honest video on her stories about how she's scared to speak up because it's out of her comfort zone and she gets a lot of hate and negativity and backlash. And I completely understand how she feels. But the beautiful thing is, she's doing it anyway. She's not letting that stop her from speaking out. She said she feels like it's so wrong not to speak up about the evil and to put her voice out there. And she encouraged other Christians to do the same. That really struck a chord in me. And I commend her so much for her bravery and her courage to speak out, because we as Christians are called to do that. Proverbs 31:8 says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those being crushed." So anytime we have an opportunity or a platform to do so, we must use it. Otherwise, it's a misuse of that platform or a missed opportunity. We can't ignore or back away from evil and the ugliness in our world, because the reality is it's there and we need to stand up and fight against it. We need to initiate those hard conversations about racism and child abuse, human trafficking, abortion, or any other evil. We need to all stand up and speak together. We need to support one another and partner with each other and partner with organizations that are fighting against these evils and these injustices. We really all need to use our voices against these things. So I encourage you to join those who are doing just that. Are we going to make mistakes? Yes. Are we going to say everything perfectly? No, but we can't be silent.